Dcryptofan, what's going on, beautiful people? How you feeling today? We got some big news. That news ain't stopping, huh? That news don't stop. Isn't it crazy? That news does not slow down. Did y'all see what's going on? Tammy Lynn has sent me some information earlier today. Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor is trying to finesse the Middle East. Michael Saylor's trying to finesse the Middle East to spend to go ahead and spend $2 trillion. Michael Saylor's trying to make the Middle East a new Switzerland bank. It's crazy. You cannot. Let me tell you something. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff. It's funny how everything's falling into place. But if you tuned in, it's the crypto fan. If you just tuned in, we got some breaking news. Michael Saylor is talking a whole lot of cash, y'all. He's talking about Bank of America, Citi Bank, Wells Fargo, JPMorgan Chase, saying they're ready to give people loans on Bitcoin. This is what Michael Saylor is saying, not Dcryptofan. This is what Michael Saylor is saying. You guys who know Michael Saylor is, he does micro strategy. It's basically a treasury. All they do is buy Bitcoin and use Bitcoin for products. They're different than the ETF. ETF just buys Bitcoin and holds Bitcoin. The treasury, they're a little bit different. They get Bitcoin and they do all type of different things with Bitcoin. Do all different type of products, do loans against Bitcoins, all type of things is going on. Everybody's coming in the building. I see everybody's coming in. Tammy Lynn's in the building. Mad Max is in the building. D Hill's in the building. I see James Davidson's in the building. Oh, we got everybody coming in the building. We got a lot of news we got a lot of news to talk about. Besides the CFTC, you already know that we listed on there. You already know why Bank of America was talking about the 4% with the gold, but now MicroStrategy is talking a lot of stuff, y'all. Okay, I want to get into this, and then we get into the article also, but I want to get into it with y'all on this right here, okay? So let's get into this right here. MicroStrategy, right? This is what he's talking about. He's talking Saudi Arabia. Well, sorry, it's not Saudi Arabia. Let me make sure I get it right now. I want to say the wrong place. Wait, one momento now. Momento. All right. He's talking about Citibank, JPMorgan, Wells Fargo, all credited on Bitcoin. Okay. This guy, he ain't playing. Microsoft just announced major U.S. banks are now officially issuing credit against Bitcoin. Citibank, JPMorgan Chase, Wells Fargo, BNY Mellon, Charles Schwab, and Bank of America. This is massive now. This is different. This ain't no long shadow money now. This is real. This is mainstream banking. All right, this is real collateral, credit lines. This is different. This is crazy. Listen, the people, do not sleep on what's going on here. This is crazy news. Listen here. I'm going to rewind this. If you just tune in, it's the crypto fan. This is the time to be shooting a share. This is the time to be hitting a like. You need to share this information. People need to know what's going on. This Bitcoin is going to be shocking the price out of Bitcoin. Let me tell you, I just bought grandson some Bitcoin. I just sent baby girl a quick 200. I said, just news made me send baby girl 200 real quick. Yeah. 200 real quick. I said, send my grandson 200. Hey, buy him some Bitcoin real quick. I went shopping today too. I had to get some more chain link. But guess what? Now I'm back at my average. Now I'm back at $14 average chain link. I'm feeling pretty damn good that I was DCing buying it low. Because guess what? I'm breaking even right now on chain link. How about that? Anyway, let's get back into this. Michael Saylor, all right, just announced major U.S. banks. Okay, listen to this. Let me see this. Blend says, what if you don't have all the money to buy? That's all right. Let me tell you, people understand this. Investing is a lifestyle. It's not something you do today and then don't do tomorrow. You keep going and going and going. You see MicroStrategy we talking about? This man been buying nothing but Bitcoin, I think, since what, 2020? He don't do nothing else. He just buy Bitcoin. every single month, every single day. You don't have to buy today. Tomorrow, this is a lifestyle. Investing is something you do for the rest of your life. It's like planting. Just imagine you have a field. Just imagine you have a field, right? And you have to eat these plants. And every day you're planting a new plant. You know you're planting a new plant so you can keep eating off that plant. You go this side, you can feed down these people. You go this side, you feed these people. So it's something that you keep planting. It's a seed that you keep planting that keeps growing and giving you fruits. Bitcoin dropping fruits. But anyway, let's get into this. Michael Saylor just announced major U.S. banks are now officially issuing credit against Bitcoin. This is what Michael Saylor is saying. It's not Dcryptofan. All right, if you just tuned in, make sure you share, make sure you like. We're going fast today. We're hitting the floor running today. Now listen to the banks he's talking about. Listen to the banks he's talking about. They're going to have people borrowing against Bitcoin. You understand what they're saying? You understand? You could borrow against your Bitcoin. Listen, all right? You remember you could borrow against your house? You could borrow against your Bitcoin. This is where the world is going to. Y'all better wake up. Snap out of it. People in my chat, this is why this is the number one chat, because people in my chat didn't know what time it is. But we all need to hold more Bitcoin. I tell you right now. Okay, we all need more Bitcoin. I know we, in this chat, we too ISO heavy. You know, I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know we are. But anyway, so the U.S. banks officially issue against Bitcoin. They're talking about Citibank. Listen, JPMorgan, Chase, okay, JPMorgan, Wells Fargo, BNY. Listen to this so you guys understand. JPMorgan Chase, the biggest bank in the world. BNY Mellon, that bank's been around since 1784. Okay? Charles Schwab, Bank of America. What's going on, Patrick? You know what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying. Tammy Lynn, tell them what's going on. When Tammy Lynn sent me this, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. This just says to, listen, people, this just says Bitcoin is legit. This is what Michael Saylor's talking about. Slow down now. This Michael Saylor saying it. It's not Dcryptofan. All right? So let's go into this, right? So this means, it's crazy. This means Bitcoin is no longer shadow money. This is entering mainstream banking system. This is what I just was saying. Collateral credit, credit lines, institutional adoption. This sounds like I just said that. But anyway, this is the moment the world realizes crypto is not going away. Boy, this... This guy's, they're writing what I'm saying. This is the moment that world realizes that crypto is not going away. This is the beginning when you absorb into global financial system. Okay, this one time out, they're gonna be pushing this Bitcoin for 2026. Listen here, understand this information. You got to share this. This is real information. Make sure you like, make sure you share. All right, let's get one. I want to get into Wait 1 second here. I want to. This is deep stuff here, man. I also really want y'all to go and look at the actual article. All right, so let's get on this. This gets wild, y'all. Listen, y'all just tuned into Dcryptofan. We about to go on a ride, y'all. Hey, Steve Chambers, what's going on? We got all the crypto gang in here, man. Who's in here today, man? Let me see what's going on in here, man. Where my people's at, man? Ava is in here. I already know Tammy Lynn is in the building. Where's Julie at? I ain't see Julie yet. We about to take off. Kirby White's in the building. What's going on? What's going on, beautiful people? We in the building. What's going on? All right, y'all ready? Let's get this going. Let's get this Dcryptofan. Make sure you share, make sure you like. Check this out. You can see this right now if you want to share this and look at it. It came out at 3:39 this afternoon, Eastern time. You want to read it with me? It's on CoinDesk. All right? You can look at this article yourself. It's on CoinDesk. You know I love to share the information. I like receipts. All right? Take a look at it. You're going to see this. You already know it's Dcryptofan. We share the information here. You're going to learn today. Take a look at this. If you want to read along, like we in high school. If you want to read along, like we in high school, all right? Let's take a look at this. And don't worry, I'm going to come with the sharing. I'm going to come when I'm going to share my screen. I'm working on it so I can share my screen where you can see exactly what I'm reading. When you don't have to read along, you can read the screen. Let's get into it. Make sure you listen, that's why you got to make sure you're tuned in, because this information came out at 3:39. Tammy Lynn was sending me this from Twitter at around 9 o'clock. I think before 12 o'clock. I'm telling you, this news hits fast. If you want to, make sure you tune in. This is how money gets made quick. I know traders are watching this and making it go. This is the #1 chat in the world. Let's go. Michael Saylor urges the Middle East to become the Switzerland of Bitcoin banking. Y'all listen. Y'all understand what's going on with Bitcoin? Y'all following the dollar? Y'all following the dollar? This got me. Listen, man. This got my mind blown. This got my mind blown. I don't even know what I'm doing on my checking account no more. I'm like, dude, should you even have that much in your checking account? This is what I'm thinking. But anyway, let's go on this. Michael Saylor urges Middle East to become the Switzerland Bitcoin bank. Listen here. This is why Michael Saylor is trying to finesse the Middle East. Listen to this. Y'all not going to believe how Michael Saylor is trying to finesse the Middle East. Listen to this. Yo, this is crazy. Check this out. This is Dcryptofan. Make sure you share this. People need to know this. This is going right under people's nose. People are watching Netflix. They're watching Netflix. Listen to this, right? The executive chairman strategy pitch. This is, so you understand, he's the MicroStrategy. He runs, okay? He runs MicroStrategy. Okay, the executive chairman of strategy pitch BTC-backed banking and yield products as a 200 trillion, y'all. You know, right now, crypto, all the money that's in crypto right now, it's like 3 trillion. This man's pitching 200 trillion. Y'all listening? Man, I'll make sure y'all listen, if y'all hearing me, please make sure y'all hit a like. Make sure y'all repost this. Listen, let me start this all over because I don't think y'all getting this. Yeah, listen, this is getting crazy. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Listen to this. I'm going to rewind it to y'all. This is crazy news. This is Dcryptofan. Make sure you hit the share. Make sure you like. Oh, we about to go up, y'all. Let me tell you something. Y'all going to remember me. Remember what we've been doing for the last, I just seen the first thing I posted was in May. Y'all remember who's been walking y'all through all this for the last, what we've been doing, we on going on 7 months. Remember who's been walking y'all through this, through the valley of, remember this, all right? But I ain't going this, all right? This is getting serious now. Michael Saylor urges the Middle East. You know the Middle East, right? You know they got freaking Lamborghinis and Ferraris for taxis. Listen, all right? Listen, let me tell you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I never been out there, but that's why I hear. I heard they got freaking Lamborghinis and Ferraris for taxis. Tell me if I'm wrong. But anyway, Michael Saylor urges the Middle East to become the Switzerland of Bitcoin banking. The executive chairman of strategy pitched BTC-backed banking and yield products as a 200 trillion opportunity at Bitcoin MENA conference. This is getting wild, y'all. Check this out. Michael Saylor has urged Middle Eastern nations to adoption of Bitcoin-backed banking, credit, digital money, calling it the path to become the Switzerland of the 21st century. This boy, he trying to finesse them, boy. What? MicroStrategy going hard. That's why you call a Bitcoin maxi. Whoa. All right, check this out. He said the U.S. government has broadly embraced Bitcoin digital gold. This is what this man done said. This is what this man done said now. This man's going to start throwing names. He's going to start throwing big names now. Check this out. This is Dcryptofan. Make sure you share, make sure you like. Check this out. This is why listen, this is crazy. He said the U.S. government has broadly embraced Bitcoin as a digital gold with support from officials across the Treasury, the SEC, and other top agencies. All right? This is getting crazy now. Check what else this man says. This is getting deep. Major U.S. banks like JPMorgan Chase, Citi, Wells Fargo are preparing to custody. That means hold, okay, custody, okay, Bitcoin and extend credit against it. He said the signal a shift in mainstream finance. This is, let me tell you, this is saying this is a new world. You remember who's doing the yields for Bitcoin now? You remember who, Flare. You know what Flare is doing that, right? Listen, watch what's going on now. This is Dcryptofan. There's a lot of, let me tell you, there's a lot of messages going on here. Let me see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Y'all got a lot of messages going on here. Let me see what's going on. This is going fast. The messages, we got messages going on. We're going fast right now. Let me see. What's going on? What's going on, Johnny Crypto? What's going on? We got Ben. What do you think about Filecoin? Oh, you guys are coming fast. Look at this. Let me tell you right now. UK in the place. What's going on, UK? What's going on? We got UK in the building, man. People, we got the crew in the building, man. One thing about this chat, people who just tuned in, this chat is worldwide. We global. We global. Oh yeah, we global here, man. We international. You see we talking about? We talking about Middle East with Switzerland. We worldwide. So let's go into this. Keep going on this. So the Middle East has a chance to become the Switzerland of the 21st century by embracing Bitcoin-backed banking, credit, digital money, said strategy. This strategy saying, I'm the crypto fan. All right. The executive chairman, Michael Saylor. This is what he's saying now. Okay, you go look, you can read this yourself. This is not me. Listen to this. This is where things get a little wild now. Let me tell you, this get wild. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. This, if you're learning something new and you're feeling the vibe, please hit a like. If you represent what we're talking about, please hit repost. Tell a friend, tell the family, just repost it to them. If you want them to learn this, repost it to them. You can't make you can lead the horse to the water. You can't make them drink it. All right, let's go. In the wide-ranging presentation of Bitcoin mania, Saylor urged the region to seize what he describes as a 200 trillion opportunity by enabling banks to custody Bitcoin, offering BTC-backed credit, eventually launch yields generation digital money products. This man over here trying to finesse the world. All right. If you are interested in making your nation a digital banking capital of the world, like you would be like Switzerland of the 21st century, then these are the three ideas: big, bigger, and the biggest. Saylor told the audience. This is Saylor now. So you guys understand. Saylor, he's a maxi. So what happened? He used to have a software company, and he turned it into a treasury where all they do is buy Bitcoin at all the prices. He was buying it at the 15,000, 16,000. He was buying at the 100. He was buying at the 64,000 when it dropped down to 40,000, 50, 30, 30, 15. He kept buying. He keeps buying. He never stops buying. He just buys straight. In his mind, he's going to get to $1 million, so he doesn't care. This is what his strategy is. That's why he calls it strategy. That's his strategy. And you see Trump is coming out with his own actual strategy action also. Oh, you didn't know about Trump and crypto.com? That's why they come out with, they're trying to do the similar like his, but they're going to have a mixture of coins. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So you saw, yeah. Trump is coming out with his, oh, yeah. Go look on my page. Don't sleep on it. Let's get back to this. All right. A big idea, Saylor says, for a sovereign wealth funds to invest in Bitcoin. So basically saying like places, countries that their government is messed up and their economy is crashed. You know what I'm saying? They're saying it would be better for them to go ahead and invest in Bitcoin. And he's basically saying you would be the bank of the world. That's why he's trying to tell the Middle East. All right. So he's telling the Middle East, listen, you hold that Bitcoin, all these countries that basically their economies crushed and sovereign countries, you would hold their Bitcoin. You would be the big bank, basically. And you would basically be front all these banks around the world, like holding the majority of Bitcoin and basically letting Wells Fargo and these banks borrow from you. This is wild. This is crazy. This is how you raise the deficit. This is how America erases the deficit. This is wild now. This gets deep. Do not sleep on this. You're saying? Now listen to this. This Michael Saylor goes on this. I know you guys got a lot of questions, but let me just finish this right here for the people that's tuned in, and we'll go straight to digging into coins. But this is some serious news. Do not sleep on this. This affects your coins too. Understand, remember, the money flows through Bitcoin before it flows to the coins. Understand this? People adopt Bitcoin, right? They make money off Bitcoin. They're going to feel more confident to go into the next two commodities. Remember, we just got to the CFTC quick. We're a commodity. XRP, us. right? Ethereum commodity, us. Bitcoin commodity, us, right? The only one considered by law, not a security, only us in real time, only us, XRP. But anyway, let's get back to this. Had to get in there, us, us. Hey, he's like, us. If you're down with the XRP army, you got some XRP, you're us. All right, so here goes to Michael Saylor. He goes into this. Saylor claimed that the U.S. now leads the global regulatory shift towards Bitcoin, pointing what he describes as a near unanimous support for government officials. There is a profound consensus amongst everyone running in the United States. He said Donald Trump says he's intent on making America the Bitcoin superpower, the crypto capital of the world, the leader of digital assets. This is what your boy Saylor's saying there from Strategy. All right? This is not Dcryptofan. It's the Strategy saying that. This is your kid. This is your maxi, Saylor. There was a time when Saylor was saying everything was garbage. You know, there was a time when Saylor was everything's garbage, just Bitcoin. He was saying, oh, XRP garbage, this garbage, that garbage. He's changed his stance since then. But there was a time when he was a super maxi. There was no maxi stronger than him. And what a maxi is basically you just you go straight max out on your coin. You max out on, like, if you love XRP, I just love XRP. I love shit, but everything else sucks. That's a maxi. Okay, so he's a Bitcoin maxi. But anyway, so he added that he had spoken to personally with the vice president. This boy's going hard. Listen what he's calling out names. Listen what this man said. He said he spoke personally to vice president, a secretary of treasury, the head of SEC, the commerce secretary, other officials whom Saylor claimed view Bitcoin as a strategic asset. This man done called out all type of names. He said he got all kind of co-signers. He ain't playing. Saylor also said the U.S. banks once refused to touch Bitcoin are now actively moving to support it. Okay? All of these large banks, this is him saying, quote, this is him, MicroStrategy saying this, all right? All the large banks in the United States have gone from not banking Bitcoin 12 months ago. Literally, he's right. 12 months ago, they weren't messing with that. This is why I'm saying it's crazy. This switch of that's why they're talking about the flip of the switch. It's wow. This is crazy. The past 6 months have been approaching BNY he said he's been approached by BNY, the bank from 1784, that custodial Bitcoin and Ethereum for BlackRock, all right, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Charles Schwab, JPMorgan Chase, and Citi, all right? He said they're all starting to issue credit against either Bitcoin, derivatives like iBit. This is Strategy saying this, you know what I'm saying? He's in that circle. He's in that circle now. He's in that billionaire circle. Okay? He's in that billionaire circle. Do not sleep. All right? Strategy holds more than 660,000 Bitcoin. The man holds, 660,000 Bitcoin. MicroStrategy. That man almost got a freaking milli. That man got Bitcoin like some people over here got Z-Back. This strategy got Bitcoin like people got Z-Back out here. It's Dcryptofan, man. This is wild. You can't make this stuff up, man. You cannot make this stuff up, man. Is Mo Powell out here wilding again? Don't tell me Mo Powell's out here wilding again, man. Is Mo Powell out here wilding again? Don't tell me Mo Powell's out here wilding again. Cause I hear everybody talking about Mo Powell. Crypto is a scam, XRP. Mo Powell, I done give you a pass too many times. We got to throw a party for you, baby. Hey, I think it's unanimous. You know what I'm saying? We just threw a party for Mo Powell. No more Mo Powell. Pow, 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 pow for Mo Powell. Pow, 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 pow. Threw a block party for Mo Powell. Pow, 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 pow. No more Mo Powell. Let's get back to business, man. Block party, baby. Party. It's party. Party up. Party up. Party up. Do. Come on, y'all. You already know. More power's gone. More power to you, baby. More power to you. Hey, listen, this is breaking news. It's nothing gonna stop the flex that I'm feeling right now. This is the news that I like to hear. Listen, just the fact that they're having these type of talks is wild. You'll say this. Listen, right now, you remember if you've been part of my chat, Julia, what's going on? If you've been part of my chat, right? Do you remember where we were at, ladies and gentlemen? Do you remember where we were at? You remember where the graded index was at? I just want to remind you guys, and ladies and gentlemen, you remember when we were buying real deep? Do you guys remember where we were at? Can everybody tell me where was the fear and greed index at 2 weeks? Please chat. Please tell me where we were at. Please, someone, man. Tell me what. I told you I haven't seen that. I got to repost that because I don't think people seen that. Do y'all remember where was that? Can somebody in the chat tell me where was that? D-Max was lower than that. We was lower than that. We was lower than that. There you go, Tammy Lynn. There you go. Madam President, 10%. I said I never seen it at 10%. I think I seen the bear market. I think I seen like 11, 12. 10% is crazy, right? And then guess what it went to? It went to 15. Then it went to 22. Then it went to 27. Then came back to 25. Now it's at 30% fear and greed index. Yep. Let me tell you, that fear and greed index get to that 50, 60, right? Y'all gonna be feeling better about watching Dcryptofan and what y'all DCAing for the last, what's that, 2 months now? Was it 6 weeks? I don't think it's 2 months. What is it, 6 weeks? That Friday, was that 2 months now? How long has it been? 6 weeks? It was that Friday when, I remember that Friday. Y'all was buying early. Oh my God. The chat was in early. I was man, I went out the night before. The chat was buying. I don't remember what Friday that was, but I think it was like 2 months ago. But let me tell you, the chat, Julia was buying. Tammy Lynn was buying. Oh my Lord. They were buying up that storm. Y'all remember that Friday? That was October. The October special. The October special. That Christmas special. Listen, man, I got late to the party. But let me tell you, I kept Let me tell you, I spent a whole lot of money from October. Let me tell you something, a whole lot of money DCAing. Let me tell you, I was sick to my stomach. I was going in my savings. And I was telling y'all, and I don't advise that to y'all. My savings is just a little bit different now. My savings is a little bit different. I'm telling people to go ahead, listen. All depends where you at in life, all right? I'm not giving financial advice, not a financial advisor. Remember that. You know what I mean? Do not sleep on that, all right? But right now, we at 30% fear and greed index. We at $3.15 trillion. I would love for us to get back over $3.2 trillion. You know what I'm saying? Julia said she spent her bonus. Julia, I spent some of my Christmas bonus too. I'm gonna hold you. I think if I added up the total amount of money, I want to say I'm close to $7,000. I'm close to $7,000, $8,000. I'm close up to like that. 100%. I'm close to like that. Maybe even a little bit more. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You know I won't hold y'all. I'm telling you right now. I'm buying Bitcoin for grandson. Been buying me some Ethereum. I didn't bought XRP for the first time in a long time when it hit that $1.90. I've been buying Solano, buy some Doge, bought me a whole lot of Cardano, bought me a whole lot of Chainlink to the point when I'm even now with Chainlink. Like I'm right there at the $14. I was buying it hard on the dip. I bought me some Stellar. I bought a whole lot of Crow. I bought me a Hedera. You know what I'm saying? I was buying Hedera. I bought a little bit more World Financial, not too much. I tell you, I bought a whole lot of Crow. What else did I buy? Aster. I bought some Aster, but Aster got delisted from Uphold. Aster got delisted from Uphold. Uphold said that they over there. Uphold said that they over there playing around with the volume. That they fronting on the volume. That they capping on the volume. That's the one thing about Uphold. Don't play with them. Don't play with them. Don't do that. Yeah. Yeah. I went to try to buy some more Aster. It had went under $1. It went like 93 cents. And I went on there to go try to buy it. Nah. Couldn't buy it on Uphold no more like that. They don't play them type of games. And Aster and WLFI just did a. Hey, did I tell y'all? WLFI, Trump coin. Yeah. Trump coin. Yeah. The token. Right? They doing business with Aster. CZ. They doing business with China. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. The same China Trump always be talking about. Right? Just telling you the truth. I ain't lie. And I bought, and I bought some, I was buying up some more. Was under $1 million. I was under $1 million in ZBEC, but through this huge dip, I got to $1 million, and then I went to $1.2 million. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And I bought some more XDC too. So that's what I've been buying. And I bought some Pingu too, because I owned it bad. I owned Pingu for like 3 cents. So I bought a little bit more trying to get under 3 cents. But it was going to take a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to drop that on you. Tammy says silver is at $61. Wow. I remember Tammy just reported to us that silver was at $59. Matter of fact, Tammy, you reported to us that silver was at $59 last week. Wow, silver's moving up. I'm telling you, people trying to move their money out of the dollar. That's why you see that stable coin keep growing. People ain't trusting that dollar. They people slowly, quietly, steadily trying to move their money out the dollar. And guess what? They're gonna leave people like us holding the bag. Do not sleep on that. But anyway, I want to get back into this. For people that just tuned in, this is great news. Listen to this, okay? I want to get into this. Michael Saylor urges the Middle East to become the Switzerland of Bitcoin banking. All right? This is crazy. All right? This guy's a maxi. The executive chairman of strategy pitched BDC-backed banking and yields products as a 200 trillion opportunity at Bitcoin M&A conference. So you understand? This man's talking about 200 trillion. There's only 3.15 trillion of all of crypto. If we get all this money from all these different sources, listen, y'all, we know how we talk about that retirement? Yeah, it'll be happening much earlier. Listen, Michael Saylor urges the Middle East nation to adoption of Bitcoin-backed banking credit, digital money, calling it the path to becoming the Switzerland of the 21st century. Okay? He said the U.S. government has broadly embraced Bitcoin as a digital gold with support from officials across treasuries, SEC, and other top agencies. All right? This man's trying to say he calling out all kind of receipts. He trying to say he talked to all them boys right there. But he goes out, this boy, he even go crazier. Listen to this next line that he's talking about. This gets deep, y'all. Make sure you hit a like. Make sure you subscribe. It's Dcryptofan. If you're learning something new, make sure you follow. Let's go. The major U.S. banks like JPMorgan Chase, Citi, and Wells Fargo are preparing custody of Bitcoin. That means they're going to be holding Bitcoin, people. This is different. This is different narrative than a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. They were saying this was a Ponzi scheme. Now they're talking about they're going to hold it. Like a dollar bill, like gold. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, listen to guess. This is what Michael Saylor is talking about from strategy. Major U.S. banks, JPMorgan, Citi, and Wells Fargo are preparing to custody Bitcoin and extend credit against it. He says it's signaling a shift of mainstream financing. This is different, okay? Here's what he's talking about at some type of media day where he's talking about, I guess this is This is at a Bitcoin conference at MAN conference, Amana conference, MENA. All right, so let's get into this. The Middle East has a chance to become the Switzerland of the 21st century, to embrace banking credit, digital money strategy, Executive Chairman Saylor says. So basically, it's saying that they're going to be holding all the monies. Basically, they're going to back the banks up. Okay? Yeah, so basically that, they got all that all over there. I already told you, they got Ferraris for taxis. Okay, so let's get into this. This is MicroStrategy. Once again, this is not Dcryptofan. This is MicroStrategy talking this. All right, they're in a wide-ranging presentation at Bitcoin mainnet. Saylor urges the region to seize what he describes as a 200 trillion opportunity by enabling banks to custody Bitcoin, offering BTC-backed credit, and eventually launch yields generation digital money. All right. If you're interested in making your nation the digital banking capital of the world, if you would like to be Switzerland of the 21st century, then these are the three ideas. Big, bigger, the biggest. Pause. Saylor told the audience. This is Saylor saying it. Remember, it's not Dcryptofan. The big idea, said Saylor, was the sovereign wealth fund investment in Bitcoin is a bigger idea. Was a build bank for custody of Bitcoin, extends credit on it. The biggest idea was to create digital money accounts backed by BTC credit instruments offering up to 8% yields with no volatility. This man talking about 8% yields with no volatility on Bitcoin. All right? Now listen. You want to draw a little bit of Bitcoin, Saylor said, you'll be actually pulling billions and tens of billions and hundreds of billions and trillions of dollars in capital from the people that don't understand Bitcoin. This is what he's trying to say. This man over here talking about they're going to be making money off people that don't know what's going on. This is what MicroStrategy is saying. Real time. You can't make this up. In real time, this is what this man's saying. It's wild. Let me tell you, that's why you're watching Dcryptofan. You're going to learn about Bitcoin, so you going to know what's going on. This man's wild. They were trying to take advantage of us, boy. Listen to this, man. Saylor claimed that the U.S. now leads the global regulatory shift towards Bitcoin, pointing to what describes the near unanimous support for the government officials. This is a profound census amongst everyone running the United States. He says Donald Trump says he's intent on making America the Bitcoin super, the crypto capital of the world, the leader of digital assets. All right? He added he had spoken personally to the vice president, the secretary of treasury, the head of the SEC, the commerce secretary, and the typical officials, all whom Saylor claimed view Bitcoin as a strategic asset. This is what this man's talking about. He calling out big names here. Dcryptofan is telling you, please share this information. Do not sleep on this. Saylor also says the U.S. banks once refused to touch Bitcoin, all right, are now actively in support of it. Listen to what he says. This is getting deep. Dcryptofan. Let me tell you, if you feel like we're going somewhere, leave a comment, all right? All right? Let me tell you something. All the large banks in the United States have gone from not banking with Bitcoin 12 months ago, all right, in the last 6 months have approached by BNY. This is why he's saying he's been approached by BNY Mellon. Remember, that bank's been around since 1784. Wells Fargo, Bank of America, who just told their clients that they're suggesting that they're going to give up to 4%. 4%. They could go ahead and invest in Bitcoin. All right. Then he's talking about Charles Schwab. All right. What we said Charles Schwab was 11 trillion. We got to look it up just to make sure. I could be off. JPMorgan Chase, the biggest bank in the world, which you already know, they've been buying Bitcoin. All right. And by Citi, he said they're all starting to issue credit against Bitcoin or against Bitcoin derivatives like IBIT. That's BlackRock. Okay. Strategy holds more than 660 BDCs. This is what I tell you. They're telling you they hold more BDC. I'm telling you, they hold more BDC than some of y'all got Z-back. And this is now issuing the range of BDC-backed credit instruments, including perpetual preferred stocks and short-term notes that pay monthly dividends. They're talking about dividends, y'all. Bitcoin. They were just 2 years ago, 3 years ago, calling this a Ponzi scheme. All right, okay. Listen what he says. We're converting 120 months and 240 months duration in 1 month by paying me now. Saylor framed this is an innovation as a foundation for a new kind of financial system. Digital capital creates digital credit. Digital credit creates digital money. He said, and that's the killer app. This man over here, he's finessing, boy. He's dropping some bars over there, huh? Dcryptofan, tell me what you feel about that. This is different, y'all. Listen, this is totally different. I hope you understand what's going on here. All right. If you're just tuning in, and this is also, we replay this on YouTube. This news comes in fresh. Make sure you hit a notification so you get this information when it posts, okay? Because we get this information fast. Like I said, Tammy Lynn sent me this before 12 o'clock. That post that I just read you, that article came out at 4 o'clock. It's right now, it's 8:25. We've been on since 7:30. I think that's pretty fresh off the presses. You know what I'm saying? So this is huge. When these banks are letting people, when Michael said is talking about banks letting people borrow against Bitcoin, that's a whole different animal. Chris Mason, what's going on? What's going on, my brother? We're talking about MicroStrategy telling Middle East to hold Bitcoin, basically buy enough Bitcoin and be the bank, the 21st century of like Switzerland. Basically saying, you guys hold all the Bitcoin, let the banks borrow, and we'll let people borrow against the Bitcoin. So if like people like me and you will come, we get a loan from Bitcoin. Yeah. And he's talking about banks like Citi, JPMorgan, Wells Fargo, BNY Mellon, Charles Schwab, and Bank of America. You don't get bigger than that. You don't get big. The banks, listen to this. Y'all, I hope y'all been paying attention. Listen to it. You already have BlackRock. You already have, well, we don't have Fidelity yet. We waiting for Fidelity to come in there. We waiting for Fidelity. Fidelity got $5.9 trillion. We waiting for that. But we got Vanguard. That's $11 trillion. You got Bank of America, $3.4 trillion in Merrill Lynch. Do not sleep. They're coming. If you think Citibank's in there, JPMorgan, Wells, BNY Mellon, Charles, Bank of America, you think all them other banks ain't coming? What, you think, you know, somebody says PNC, you think PNC ain't coming? What other bank is out there? Is BB&T still out there? Fifth Third? You think they're not coming? Come on. Every bank's going to, listen, people move their monies out of banks if you can't offer them what the average bank can offer them. Let me tell you something. They're all going to follow suit. Okay? It's happening in real life time. This is happening so fast. It's crazy. It's happening so fast that says, man, this was written. And they said this was going to happen. And they said it was going to happen. Let me tell you, they've been calling this out for a long time. And listen, look what XRP did. Look how XRP slid in real quick before the end of the year. Isn't it crazy? See how XRP did it? They got listed a commodity before the end of the year. They said, we're going to get out of this jurisdiction of the SEC. They said, bye-bye, SEC. We ain't messing with y'all no more. Y'all ain't watching over us no more. Yeah, we don't need Big Brother no more. Let us be free. Like Bitcoin. Yeah, that's what they did. So understand this article. Once again, understand everything what's going on around us. And then you see David Schwartz. David Schwartz now, he makes the XRPL hub. They make sure they go in the regions that where they're having slow ledgers. He comes with the hub that tests all the ledgers, right? And right now it's under capacity. He has them testing all the ledgers. What he thinks testing all these ledgers in all these different regions. He's gonna make sure when it's time for that money to flow, there's nothing slowing it down. They're trying to build it right. That's why they're rushing to become a bank. Listen, people, you better tell your friends and your family that they need to open their eyes and start doing more research on Bitcoin and on blockchain technology and all these other coins that we're watching. And just today, me and my homeboy was talking. There's been over 1 million coins, right? Been over 1 million coins. But right now, there's been live 10,000, 20,000 coins. That's estimated. That's 10,000, 20,000 coins live right now, tokens and coins. So that's based on crypto. 90% of all the money, 90% of all the money that's in crypto is in the top 10. All right? Now, right? Just put in perspective. 70% of all the money that's in crypto is in Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right? So just to put that in perspective. So be careful. Know the coins that you're jumping into. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you're getting to the coins that have utility for what the world is going to need. Okay? You got to get the utility coins for what the world is going to need. Meme coins are all great and dandy. I get it. But you need to make sure. And if you don't know what you're going to get, this is why I get my grandson. I bought him Bitcoin today. You know what I'm saying? I bought myself Chainlink. I bought Chainlink for me. I bought him Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? It's more safe for him. Isn't it wild? Isn't it wild for the grandson? I'll be more safe for him than I'll be for myself. Isn't that crazy? You know what I'm saying? That's the love I have for grandson. What I'm gonna do? It's my baby boy. That boy he resurrected me. Yeah, he resurrected my life. I ain't gonna hold you. When I lost my mom and my dad and have my grandson look at that little boy, man, he called and be like, Grandpa. He called me. He said he want to talk to Grandpa. Hey, he said today, my daughter sent me a message. She recorded him, right? Saying, Grandpa, call Grandpa. She says, you want to call Grandpa? He says, call Grandpa. And the man's only a year and a half. He's the most intelligent. He's crazy. He can read. He's crazy. The kid he's intelligent. He's crazy. But yeah, that cat did that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had to go ahead and buy him some Bitcoin. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, I had to get that Bitcoin for him. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? I could have bought him a freaking, you know what I'm saying? My grandfather, he was just buying me CDs. But man, that's where I learned it from. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get me some Bitcoin for him. You know what I'm saying? What's it? Amsir Royal says, blah, blah, blah. What about XRP? Man, you been hearing about me? I'm just talking about XRP. What you talking about? This man right here, this man crazy, man. This man, I'm talking about XRP. When you hear me talking about, people understand. When we talking about Bitcoin, right? Yeah, he a rude boy. It's all good. He a rude boy. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, when you see people talking about Bitcoin, that money flows to Bitcoin and then it flows into all the other coins. So when we talking about Bitcoin, that's what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So when you see us talking about, it is disrespectful. You say no disrespect, but it is disrespectful, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But it is disrespectful, but it's all good. You can't, people say no disrespect, but then they're disrespectful. But it's all good. I'm gonna entertain you. Yeah, but when we talk about Bitcoin, the money flows through Bitcoin and then it goes into XRP. You know what I'm saying? That's how that flows. You know what I'm saying? So when we talking about Bitcoin and we get excited for Bitcoin, that's the reason why we're getting Bitcoin. Because usually the cycles go, that money flows to Bitcoin first and then goes into the altcoins. And the thing about when people see more confidence in Bitcoin, then they'll build more confidence in XRP, which is the only coin that's been considered actually that went through court that says they're not a security. So that affects your XRP. So when we get excited about Bitcoin, that's why we get excited about Bitcoin. So when we talk about it, you probably should be happy about that. All right? Just to put that in perspective. Appreciate it, Christopher Mason. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, chat. I know y'all got my back, man. I appreciate y'all, man. The chat, they don't like that. They don't like that stuff. they like you know what I'm saying they like respect over here. We treat each other with respect. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's what I think. So, like I was telling you earlier before it was what I bought my grandson Bitcoin because I feel like he's a year and a half. All right. By the time, what's the worst case scenario? By the time he's 18, well, we get a 20x, right? So I figure, this is me, my math. I do a little $200 a month for him. That's 24,000. I mean, sorry. Well, right now I'm just telling you, it's 2,400. In 10 years, that's 24,000. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, you double that, that's 50,000. So if I do that, right, for 20 years, just think about it. Just think about it. Just math. If it's 20x, right? If I do that for 20 years for him, if it's 20x, just do the math, y'all. It's very simple. That 25 turns to 50. 50 in 10 years, 500. 50 in 20 years is a milli. If I can give grandson a milli, then 20 years, which would probably be equivalent to what? $500,000, maybe 600,000. Come on, man. Grandpa gonna be looking like the greatest ever. You know what I'm saying? That's if Bitcoin get to 2 milli. If Bitcoin get to 2 milli, right? Just doing the math. If it gets to 2 milli, right now, we're at 920,000. If it does a 20x, that's not even 2 milli. That's more like a 1.8, 192 or something like that. 190, 194. You know what I'm saying? Right under 2 million. 1.9 something. You know what I'm saying? But that right there will work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. And then after that, they're talking about what MicroStrategy's saying. He don't have to touch that. Go ahead and borrow against that, grandson. That's your money. That's your Bitcoin. They won't even call it money anymore. We call it money. They're gonna call it a whole different thing by his age. They're gonna call it coin, whatever, some type of nickname for Bitcoin. They're gonna be calling Bitcoin. Yeah, man. You still be like, I got $1. People gonna like, yeah, man, I got 0.00004.5 Bitcoin. They're gonna be like, I got 0.0003445 Bitcoin. That's what I'm telling you, man. This is gonna be crazy. They're gonna have nicknames for Bitcoin. This is where this is gonna be a new world. Believe me when I tell you, when you hear the banks, when they were talking about, when JPMorgan Chase was basically saying, I'm gonna fire in 2017, I'm gonna fire my employees for buying, if I find them buying Bitcoin, and then now you hear the biggest bank talking about holding it, they were just trying to get ready. They knew it was coming. They said, whoa. You want us to lose everything? Do you want us to lose our ass and make people jump ship right now and create a massive wave where people jump ship and leave the dollar and try to run this Bitcoin? We'll crush the nation. We'll destroy the world. They said, no, we got to do this slow. We got Cállate, slow down now. Shh, take it easy. Gensler. They sent Gensler to SEC. Slow them boys down. Make that Ripple. Make that XRP. Slow that XRP down for 5 years, bro. Slow that XRP down. Yeah. And then they wait till everybody got ready. They said, hey, Citi, you ready? Wells Fargo, you ready? Bank of America, you ready? Vanguard, you ready? BlackRock, you ready? You sure? You guys all right? You good? Yeah, we locked in? All right, let's go. Hey, that Bitcoin, we love us some Bitcoin. Oh, XRP, oh my God, that's the greatest. No, that Ethereum, ETH, God sent. It's crazy. It's wild. Can't make it up. 4 years ago, 3 years ago, they was like, that Bitcoin, that's dirty. That what you talking about? That's a scam money. I don't know about that. That's fake money. That's money in the air. That's that. They were calling that a drug dealer money. That was drug dealer money. They were calling Bitcoin, that's terrorist money. Yeah. That's what the people do. That's how people, the lowlifes, move money. Yeah. That's what they were saying. Yeah, but now look what they talking about. Look how the narrative changes. I've seen it happen before. This how look quick how that narrative changes. All right, sleep if y'all want. The real Derek Jackson says Solano tweeted 589. What mean tweeted? Saying that they're gonna reach $589? Let me tell you, I believe it. You know what I'm saying? I believe it. Del Rey, what's going on? I haven't seen Del Rey in a minute. What's going on? Do not sleep. What's going on, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. We got Del Rey in the building. I ain't seen you in the building, man. What's going on with you? The real Derrick Jackson said XRP. Oh, come on. XRP's the real one, man. You already know. What's going on, Crypto Gang, man? I hope all is well, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. I hope all is well. With Christopher Mason, they partnering with XRP and Solano. Let me tell you something. Solano, I just started buying Solano 3 weeks ago. I think 4 weeks ago. I just started buying Solano. Yeah, I'm messing with Solano. And people don't know what Solano does. People call Solano, Solano used to be called the Ethereum killer. Basically, what's supposed to be faster than the Ethereum. And basically what people do, they build their projects on top of Solano, just like they do Ethereum. You'll see people build their DeFi projects, their NFT projects, their meme coin projects, right on Solano. So basically, that's what it is. Yeah. So imagine having a mall. Just imagine having a mall, and all you're doing is building stores on top of that mall. And then Solano's like a mall. In one store you have sneaker store. One store you have hat store. One store you have Home Depot. Basically like that. So that's what Solano is. So basically, imagine just being a mall with everything built on top of you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Solano is. And people don't know what Solano does. And that's what basically Ethereum does. So people who aren't aware what that does. So people build their tokens and their coins on top of that. Yeah. So that's what you see. So that's why you see Solano. And basically Solano's supposed to be faster than Ethereum. Things that Ethereum has been around for so long, so many projects were built on Ethereum way back. And the thing is that they have the EVM compatibility, so they were based to run on Ethereum brain versus Solano. That's why you have these projects that come in trying to be side chains, basically side chains that basically say, okay, you could hook up to this, to Solano, or hook up to XRP. Like you see, XRP has a side chain. So XRP has a side chain that could connect to Ethereum without Ethereum changing anything. And you have Flare that's basically trying to do the same thing, where they're basically giving Polkadot also. Don't sleep on Dot. Basically letting you connect to other projects. It gets wild, man. That's why you have to know what these coins do. I know people like to tell people just to go buy. Like, you know, you watch people, like you'll watch YouTube and you'll watch TikTok, and people will tell you what to buy, but they never tell you what the hell it does. Here comes this new coin. It's called ZPEC. Nobody's heard about it, but guess what? It's the future. The future. Yes. Buy. That's as far as it goes. That's as far as you go. You don't know what it does. I love me some ZPEC. You don't know what the hell it does. You know what I'm saying? That it's crazy. They're like XRP, cross-border payments. Cross-border payments. What? You're like, what the hell is that? Cross-border payments, man. What the freak? James says, I've worked on millions of plantations and houses, and they invited me in for breakfast with them. Let me tell you, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Let me tell you, man. It's wild, man. It is wild. You know what I'm saying? It's wild, man. So I would tell you, and ladies and gentlemen, there's too much information out there, too much research engines out there for you not to take out 20 minutes, 30 minutes to look it up. You got too many search engines. There's every search engine known to mankind, and guess what? You should use 4 or 5 of them. I don't ever. You guys see, You said I go look at the articles. I'll go to CoinDesk, Triple Coin Market Cap. Yeah, we got to get this information, man. I got too much money. I got too much money right on this. Thing's terrifying. Let me tell you right now, this crypto thing is terrifying. That's why wait thing I read some articles every single day. It's terrifying how much money I got. I told you, there was a time I was buying in the dark. I didn't want nobody to talk. If my mother, rest in peace, knew the type of money I threw into, let me tell you something, man. Listen, man, if my mother knew the type of money I spent on that thing, she might have passed out. She might have went out earlier. What? You crazy? I can't do that, man. I got a lot of money tied up in this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Woo, I know. Listen, man. Oh, yeah. That's why every single day I'm reading. I got so much invested. I was telling my best friend, this is my homeboy from when I was 13 years old. He's also into crypto. I said, boy, it's crazy. We roll our whole life on this. We rule our whole life. You know what I'm saying? We roll the dice it's like we roll the dice on, like we roll our whole life dice on this. Like, oh yeah, but I went big on this, but I spent hundreds of thousands. I'm not gonna tell y'all, no lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna hold y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I feel more and more confident every single day about this. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't like all the scammers and the hackers and all that stuff that we got to duck every single day. But when you hear Bank of America, when you see Bank of America offering their customers, their clients, Bitcoin, when you see Vanguard coming with 50 million, Vanguard has 50 million retirement investors. That means retirement accounts, 50 million. And and guess what? It's not like they can get to all 20,000, 10,000 crypto coins. Remember, Vanguard has only offered them what the stocks are offering them. Remember, Rex Osprey, they're offering whatever Rex Osprey is offering, iBit is offering, whatever Capital is offering, which is basically Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, HBAR, Litecoin, Doge. So you're not, Franklin Templeton also, thank you. So when you're talking about, there's 20,000, 10,000 coins. They're not talking about them. They're not talking about those coins. Listen to the plate. Listen, I'm speaking loud. I'm not a financial advisor, not giving you financial advice, but everything I'm saying is facts. I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm just telling you facts. The institutions, the banks, the $1 trillion companies, the $1 trillion institutions, the 401ks, the hedge funds, the pension funds, the banks, listen, BNY, 1784, JPMorgan Chase, biggest bank in the world, Bank of America, in every state in the United States, all right? Citi, worldwide bank. Citi's a worldwide bank. Okay, it's not Bank of America. This is Citi, worldwide. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is facts that's going on here. They're all coming into this space. If they're coming into space and they're picking out certain coins, Listen, they're picking out certain coins. You're talking about what's in the ETFs now. Listen to what I'm telling you. They're talking about Bitcoin. They're talking about Ethereum. They're talking about Solana. They're talking about these are live right now. HBAR, XRP, Litecoin. These are live right now. Then you got Bitwise coming with a 10-coin ETF that's going to have Chainlink. That's going to have ADA. Yeah. Trump has his treasury. He's going to have Crow. That's not live yet, but this is what they're working on. You won't have Chainlink in there. You have that 10-coin ETF is going to be so beautiful. You're talking about XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Polkadot, ADA, Bitcoin Wrap, and I'm missing one more. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then this gentleman just came into wars on crypto. I just did a episode on that. You could watch that. BitNormal. So basically, he's talking about BitNormal. That's what we're talking about. BitNormal just listed XRP, CFTC. That means that now XRP is a commodity. We're in the same place as gold, silver, corn, oil. The list goes on. Let me get into this list. Let me give you guys perspective of the list. Okay. Let me just explain this right here. All right. I need y'all to understand this right here. This is deep stuff right here, man. So I'm happy you brought that up because this is very important for people to understand what what this means. These are this is huge stuff, man. This news. I know everybody's waiting for the prices to come and everything like that. I know it's kind of hard right now for you to see it because of everything that's going on. But listen, this is huge news. When you're talking about being a commodity, this is where rice is at. This is where like copper. This is where treasure metals at. This means that SEC is not looking at you like that anymore. You're off of their oversight. Like you're saying, you don't need them overseeing you anymore. This is leaving us in a whole new world. This is where they spent $200 million to get into. This puts us in a whole new perspective. You know what I'm saying? Man. So let me see. So now you're talking about us being part of treasuries can now put money on XRP. Now they can go, institutions go forward and don't have to worry about radar. Thank you. That low high, that's the word I was looking for. Radar. Thank you, my brother. Let me tell you, low high, thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's exactly what I was looking for. To get us off the SEC radar. Perfect. That's why I love my chat, man. This is the smartest people in the world, man. Well, I tell you, man, one thing about my chat, the common sense is at a very, very, very high level. That's why I love this. Tell you right now, my chat is at a very, very high level. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yeah, they know the language I'm trying to speak. they know exactly what let me tell you, Tammy Lynn and Julie be finishing my sentence like crazy. I'm telling you now, they'll finish my sentence for me like crazy. I'm telling you right now. Especially sometimes I go on oh my Lord, let me tell you, man, I'll go all over the place. Do not sleep on it. But yeah, what the gentleman's talking about, that's big news. That's why I actually did an episode on that because I thought it was newsworthy. I'm gonna do an episode on this Michael Saylor too because this is newsworthy. But definitely I had to do that on the CVT. That was CFTC. That was very, very huge news. Do not sleep on how big that news is. It's for us to be a commodity that we're out the woods. We're out the woods. Like literally, we're out the woods. That's basically what all of us that's actually been in this space, that's been in XRP. This is the whole battle that we've been waiting for. This is the whole battle that we've been waiting for the last 3 years. That's what we've been all fighting for. It's the craziest thing. This whole time, this is what we've been waiting for. It's crazy. And thinking about it, people aren't celebrating like the way they should be. It's wild to me how people not even respecting how huge of a news this is. This is a crazy news. It's crazy to me that people aren't talking about it the way they should. And it's funny to me that they're not. And it tells me that people don't want the world to know what's going on yet. They don't want people getting excited. They don't want people jumping into this information yet. Straight up. They want to keep it hidden. I'm just being honest. It doesn't feel to me that the world wants. They want the world to feel comfortable with XRP. Straight up. That's what it is. It's like they don't want people to know about Bitcoin. They going when Bitcoin's at 300,000, that's when they want everybody in. Yeah. That's when they're gonna be like, oh, guess what, everybody? I love me. I love me some XRP. All right? Just understand, XRP is the first ever CFTC regulated US spot listing. Okay? This is the first time that's ever happened. Do not sleep on this. All right? This puts us in a whole different perspective. And now we legitimize. This means the US government sees us as a commodity. Do not sleep at that. All right? You see the PNC Coinbase partnership today. Oh, I didn't see that. PNC and Coinbase got a partnership. That's wild. I did not see that. That's huge. I did not see that. That's crazy. Let me tell you, Coinbase is these exchanges, they're moving. Coinbase got their hands in everything. Coinbase got their hands in Circle. Oh, let me tell you, Coinbase, they're very slick, man. You guys know how I feel about Coinbase. That's why I got hacked for $54,000. But Coinbase, they got their hands in everything. You see crypto.com, they're doing this stuff with Trump. You see Uphold, oh my Lord, Uphold go to all type of things. Uphold is talking about becoming an IPO. They're talking about rumors of Ripple buying Uphold. Oh yeah, y'all didn't know that, huh? Y'all ain't know about that, huh? Hey, see the truth. What's going on, brother? What's going on, Crypto Gang? What's going on, brother? I see you back in the building, man. You've been back hanging out with us, regular folks, man. Happy to have you back here, man. You're saying Sika. We haven't seen Sika in a minute. We're happy to see you back with the regular folks, man. Appreciate you joining the game. I see you and Delray came back, man. What's going on? Hope everything's good, man. I saw you in the building yesterday. I didn't take the time out to give you a shout out, man. We got Sika in the building. You saw that, Tammy Lynn and Julia? Sika's back in the building. The only thing we're missing now is Raw Darkness. Tell you, man, we got the old school crew in the building. That's the old school crew that started when we was in the chat in the beginning. Yeah, that's my boy there, man. I ain't see Bose 99 tonight neither. But you're telling you, this is great news. This is why you should feel better about what you're investing in. Bitcoin is the future. Jay, what's going on? Jay's in the building. What's going on? What's going on, man? We got Crypto Gang in here, man. We got the gang in this bad boy, man. What's going on, man? Love to see y'all in the building, man. Love to see y'all in the building, man. We got both James in the building. I already saw that. We in the building, man. This is great news. This is I love this news, man. Tell you, man, that 2.8 trillion, that was when we hit that 2.8 trillion. Let me tell you something. That was whew. That $1 trillion disappearing like that. Even so, I'm an old school in this thing, boy. But I'm telling you, boy, that thing right there. You ever be on a plane? You feel that thing do this? That's how I was feeling when that 2.8 trillion. Woo. And that plane come back and oh. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? See the truth. How's the night? Hey man, the night's cool, brother. Like, yo, let me tell you, Seeker, man. This been a great. I know people have been caught up in the price, but let me tell you, man, it's been a great 2 weeks with all the news that's been coming in. It's like it's been falling. I feel like people say that the NDAs. I think all them things were signed before, man. The way these news are dropping and XRP's dropping news and just all this, how these things are just falling like a domino. It's wild, man. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. All this good news is coming. This good news is coming. It's me and my best friend were also talking about is like the retail investors, and we still not seeing the retail investors. Just understand, right now we at 3.15 trillion. When we're at the all-time high, we was at 3.79 trillion, which we already surpassed the all-time high of crypto already. There was no retail investors. I mean, there was no institutions. There was no Vanguard. There was no Bank of America. There was none of them. It was only us. It was only people like me and you. So it's crazy that the people like me and you is not in it, and now the banks are in it. And now I'm like, what's gonna happen when the people come back in? Like, how's this gonna work? How is it? How's this gonna work? Are the banks gonna own the majority of it and sell it to the people at a high price? Or are they gonna own the majority of it where you can't even own it? You're gonna have to buy it through the bank. How's this gonna work? Because there's only a certain amount of Bitcoin. There's only a certain amount of XRP. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. News coming together perfectly. It's like a fake. Yeah, man. It feels fake. Let me tell you, man, it was written. I feel like it was written. That much I tell you. This feels like all a playbook. And if you look at the episode, this accumulation time. This is part 3 before it was stage 4. The accumulate. Stage 4 come out. Haha. Look at this brand new shiny thing I got called Bitcoin. It's the most amazing thing you ever heard about. that's that's how. Let me tell you, they're setting it up. They're saying, let me tell you, I don't want to get into this thing because they say a lot of stuff. They say the fourth quarter was to be amazing. Like this fourth quarter, they say whistles go crazy. They're saying 2026 is supposed to be a super cycle. These are the people like Tommy Lee. These are the people like Raul Powell. I'm talking about the big boys. This is what the big boys are saying. They're saying that MicroStrategy, they're saying that their thing's gonna be a super cycle. Meaning super cycle, meaning that this cycle will be bigger than any cycle there ever was. This is not me saying it. Will it be? I don't know. Do I wish it was? Oh hell yeah, I do. But I don't really get into hopes, man. I get into math. I do math. I don't really get into hope. I don't do too much hope. That's why I don't really. You don't see on this chat. You never hear me call out no crazy numbers once. I don't get into hope. If it does go crazy, trust me, y'all gonna be very happy. Let me see. Tammy says. CC said, "It's 2." What do you mean? CC said it's gonna be a super cycle. Is that what you're saying, Tammy? Then Rasta Gator says they're trying to make us delusional to the point where we're in our own bag to be cheap. Yeah. Tammy, yeah, they are coming super high. Yeah, man. Let me tell you, man. It's crazy that, even me, I was buying a lot more crypto when the narrative was terrible, right? Than I am when it was good. It's wild. It's wild. The rebel without the cause. It's crazy, man. And it's crazy because when you seeing these coins and everything come together, it's like these guys were outsmarting us. It's like when they put the narrative that they only could be one. That felt like that was to trick us all retail investors. Like they'd be like Solano, like they like Swift. Swift is picking XRP over Solano. How? They do two different things. Like how? Chainlink over XRP. How? They do two different things. Chainlink over ADA. How? Like I feel like they all put a narrative, like just to mess our head up. You know what I'm saying? Just so we're lost in the sauce, right? While they let the good old boys. It's like how you. Let me tell you something, right? Take this out, y'all. Take this out, right? This is very interesting to me. How the hell, right? I've been studying all this. I've been studying for 6 years, right? To get to the Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading no Ethereum. That's Ethereum, Bitcoin, that's simple. But it took me 6 years to find XRP, HBAR, XLM, ADA. Like, this was hard to find this. How the hell these cats was talking about this is a Ponzi scheme, and in a year, y'all know which is your best coins. How'd y'all know that? How'd y'all know that about Solano? How the hell y'all know about Chainlink? How y'all know about Polkadot? How y'all know about Litecoin? How the hell do y'all know about HBAR? Y'all were just saying that. So that tells me y'all been known. That tells me y'all been known what's going on. You just don't come off the gate. Who comes out the gate and just says, you know what? I'm doing ETFs and I'm picking these coins. How the hell y'all knew to pick those coins? Y'all were just anti crypto. How y'all know to pick those coins? How'd y'all know to pick the Ethereum? How'd y'all know to pick Bitcoin? Okay, that's fine, Bitcoin and Ethereum. But how'd y'all know to pick XRP? How'd y'all know to pick ADA? Like, who told y'all to pick ADA? Who told y'all to pick the? Y'all been know what's going on. In my opinion, just my humble opinion, it's wild that they pick those type of coins. Y'all don't think that's wild that they pick those type of coins? It's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very crazy. You know what I mean? But who am I? It engineered 2020 just to collect the top 10 like ETFs and hold them and learn the margins, trading, the short-term gains, and buy more. The ISO told us to pick them. You mean ICU what? You mean ISO? It's used to be ISO, or you talking about initial coin offering? I don't know if you're talking about initial coin offering, told us to pick them. Is that what you're saying? Okay. He's saying initial coin offering and told them to pick them. Okay. I got you. So basically he's saying that coins will have initial coin offering that people could get into. So basically they'll offer initial coin offerings just like you see in WLFI and just like you see in IPOs where they'll let certain companies come in and buy at a price that me and you can't get in that. And basically they'll front them the money. Like say they'll come in and they'll get in at $20. Like Circle. Circle had everybody come in at $27 and it debuted, I think, at $69. So they're already in double. And then they ran up to 183. But the thing with Circle, they had the investors are locked in for a certain amount of time. So when that money comes in, they can't sell. And they do that to, of course, for keeping it from crashing. So that's what that is. But yeah, man, so we did that. It's about that time, man. We went by fast. That hour and a half went by fast, huh? It's quick how fast we go in this here when we're sitting in here, huh? Wow, it's crazy. We went real fast. That hour and a half went by real quick. Wow, that was quick, huh? What the hell? That was a great. I guess that's what happens when you're having a great conversation, man. We're going back and forth, and here we're conversating. And the great thing is not a one-way conversation. I'm talking to y'all talking to me, man. So it's super dope that we can have this conversation and go back and forth, man. Check X and Discord for ICO tips, offs, a lot of snitches on the platforms. Really? Well, I gotta check that out. Check X and Discord for ICO tips and a lot of snitches on the platform. I appreciate that. That's dope. He says a lot of snitches on the platform. I love it. I love it. I love that. I love that. That's dope. Really, that's how you gotta. Let me tell you, man. That's dope. You know that's very interesting. I'm gonna look into that. That's very interesting. That's some dope. That's some dope bars you drop right there. That's super interesting. I like that. That's super dope. He's basically he's giving us basically a cheat code. It's a cheat code basically saying that basically follow Twitter, follow these other platforms. So when the initial offering comes out, so basically the initial offering coming out before the public gets it, so you'll know the coin. So basically saying that he bases trades on that information and tries to find a diamond in a rut that's about to pump. And probably based on probably how much capital they're bringing, validation money to come in. That's probably what you're basing on, huh? Like basically, you've seen a WFI come out with a $5 billion valuation off the rip, so probably figure it's gonna pump, and probably put your trade to that if that's what you know what I'm saying. Yeah, man. But anyways, the crypto fan, man. I love it. You know, I love learning new stuff. Do our own research. Check the market caps, tokenomics, 100%. I love that. Love that information. 100%. All about the tokenomics, where he's basically talking about you got to know your circulating supply. This is the map. Your circulating, and supply and your market cap. All right, gotta know that. All right, that's why you're gonna base on what you feel the car, what you're gonna base what your coin is gonna be worth. Because some numbers are wild numbers. You gotta have the tokenomics to know that the base your risk and what you base the value of the future of that coin is gonna be. All right. Anyway, man, it's Dcryptofan. We've been having a great week last week, and so far, yesterday was dope news. Today's dope news. Let's hope we can finish off the week with strong news. We have $3.15 trillion in the total market. We growing, baby, and the fear and greed index is at 30%. And you guys already know you go on CoinMarketCap and look it up. Take a look at it. Hey, we I just want to get over that 3.2 trillion, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to get over that 3.2 trillion, man. Listen, man, we moving, man. I'm feeling better and better. I hope y'all feeling better. 92,000. We get that Bitcoin over that 100,000. With this momentum that we're going with the news, all we need now is liquidity. This is all we need. They're setting themselves up. Let me tell you, I feel them. Boy, let me tell you something. If them banks line themselves up for a super cycle and people, I'm gonna be so mad. Even so, I'm gonna be up. I know I'm gonna be up. You ever what they call that? Survival remorse. What is that? What they call it? Survival remorse. Is that what they call it? I'm gonna have a whole lot of survival remorse. I don't know what happened right there. I don't know what happened right there. But yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm gonna have survival remorse. I'm like, look at that. I do, and even so that I have a chat, I post and I tell my people every single day. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, I don't mix my channel or my social, my personal. Nah, I keep them totally separate. If you want to come watch it, you come watch it. I'm not going to force anybody to do anything. I'm not. Worst thing about it is you try to tell somebody and lose money. But the thing about it, when people come and they start talking about they want me to teach you, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late, man. We're lucky to be in this game early. People are going to be too late. That's why I tell y'all, share this information, let it go, let these people know what's going on. Because let me tell you, these banks are coming in fast. I wouldn't think they were coming that fast. And they starting off with 4%. They're going to make it bigger, 6%, 8%, 10%. When them yields kick in, listen, man, it's going to get crazy. Make sure you line yourself with the proper coins, please, all right? It's Dcryptofan, man. Make sure you have a great night. We'll talk mañana. You already know how we do, man. Have a good night, all right?